So, it's my pocket. We're at the beach today. It's a beautiful day. It's always beautiful. But no, that's also a personal choice to see it as beautiful. And nothing else, really. Go on, Moo. Go on. My necklace broke today. I gotta fix it. So, what was that? Anyway, is anyone awake? I swear I could go for weeks and not run into another. Oh crap! Did you fart? Oh god dang! Not run into another person who's actually awake. It's the weirdest thing. Oh, it fell right on the cloth of my clothes. But I mean, and you know, I mean, I don't talk to many people as a thing, but like, still, even then, I would say, you know, I mean, for it's supposed to be, you know, Santa Barbara, so supposed to be such a hip place and all that, and it's just not. I hardly ever run into other people who are fully awake and healed. That's another thing. Healing, like, why don't people do that? I don't get it. I mean, I'm homeless. I live in my car with my dog. I'm totally broke right now. Like, I think I have $35 that somebody donated to my GoFundMe account, and that's all I have. But like, I'm having a fabulous day. It's gorgeous weather. I mean, you know, I see people with like life coaches in Santa Barbara and all this kind of shit, and they're talking about like intention setting and manifesting and all this shit, and they have no clue what they're talking about. None of them are happy. They have everything they could possibly need in any given moment. You know, money, homes, love. It's not love, it's unhealed, codependent stuff. But like, really though, why aren't people happy? Like, it's a good question. And one of the things I would say that has always worked for me, like since I was a child, is I don't trade my authenticity for approval. I don't care. Like, and it's not some kind of apathetic, excuse me, like, you know, I don't give a fuck kind of attitude. No. Not at all. No, it's really just, my peace of mind is worth more than anything else. Ever. My happiness is worth more than anything else. I have been through so much shit in my life. And I'll tell you what, I wouldn't trade my peace of mind or my happiness for anything. Not even my dog. And I mean, that's saying a lot, because she's like the only other living being that I really, like, genuinely have affection for. Like, I have love for everybody. But, like, I mostly love people from afar, because it's just all types of messy. Oh. And, like, really unhealed and really, just unhealed. That's all I can say. And I'm not being critical of people that haven't healed completely and stayed that way. You know, it's one thing to heal completely, but like, that's a daily process. You know, to keep your vibration extremely high, to constantly be healing from things. And like, when I get bored, I find other things that like maybe I didn't heal as completely as I thought I did. Whatever it is. I was talking to somebody at the park today, and this person says to me, and this person doesn't know me from I mean, they know my name and all, but they don't know me. Nobody does. People know things about me, but they don't know me. Not even if they knew me for years, they don't know me now. Anyway, I talked to this person, and this person had really nothing to say but complaints the whole time I was there. And then literally was whining. So attractive. Ugh. Anyway, but they said to me, I said something about the accident where I helped save a man's life, and this person says to me, it can take a couple years to heal from from the trauma of helping in an accident like that. And I'm thinking to myself, what do you think paramedics do? Like, paramedics do that kind of shit all the time. And like, do you think they're all walking around like traumatized and unhealed? I don't know. That's not how that works, bro. But it made it clear to me, and this person is like somebody who imagines themselves to be this spiritual kind of guru type person, you know. And like, it took me a couple weeks to heal from that, I would say. It was especially gnarly. I did have to put the fire out on the guy's legs. Yeah, I could see the bones in his toes. Like, it wasn't, you know, it wasn't a normal thing. And it wasn't like giving someone the Heimlich maneuver or something. You know, it was intense in every way. And it made it clear to me how different my vibration is from other people. And I know that there are others like me out there. I know I'm not alone. I know I'm not. But how isolated I feel in my own hometown with so many, like, you know, wealthy and very entitled, and also poor, and all kinds of people. But the entitled people are the ones I can't stand. Oh my God. So, you know, I go through my days and I'm alone. You know, I hang out with myself, but sometimes I talk to other people, but I don't have any friends. There's nobody in this world that I would call friend. There's one person that I was calling friend for about a year, and it hasn't changed terribly, but I still say I don't have any friends. I have people that I'm friendly with. Some people know me a little bit more than others, but nobody really knows me. And I've been doing this for a solid 14 months. Like, here and there, hanging out with other people, and then like really intensely for February to March to April to May, June, July, August, September, October, for 8 months. So, you know, for me, it's been intense. It's been a lot of solitude and hanging out with my dog and super happy. And like, people don't believe me is the thing. They're like, really? You know, a middle-aged woman who's got messed up teeth, who's homeless, and she's happy, and she's not on drugs, and she's not drinking. She doesn't take any prescription medication. She doesn't even smoke pot. She has quit cigarettes a number of times now. I smoke when I want to. But, like, what? And she doesn't have any money. She's been fasting for, like, a couple days at least this time around. She exercises every day, and, like, what? There's your problem. I don't have any problems. I know, it's annoying. I annoy the crap out of most people because I'm so happy, and like, you just can't bring me down. Like, you be rude to me, you do whatever, I'll just ignore it. I mean, I typically ignore it. Today, the person at the beach that I was talking to, my dog was barking, and they were trying to talk to some other people, and this person says to me, "Do I really have to talk over somebody?" Says that to me. And I replied with, well, she's a dog. She's not a person, so you're not actually talking over anyone. And he just looked at me like, you know, like, dude, step off with your rude attitude. Like, I've been nothing but cheerful and happy and helpful since I got here. And like, you're being a dick and you're acting like a baby. And all you're doing is complaining. Like, you're so unattractive right now. I cannot even. Like, that person will never regain their attraction with me, ever. Like, they've lost it several times. But I'm so far removed from dealing with bullshit. I don't think people really realize that, like, everything I'm saying is true. This is genuinely how I feel. I've genuinely been like this for months and months and months. It's not just, Mimi, what are you doing? You got an itchy ear? Can I help you? It's not just like, I just woke up yesterday and I'm like, oh, I'm happy. No, I've been like this for months solid and maintained it, sustained it, all on my own. No help. I mean, I've had help from the people, you know, that donate to my GoFundMe account. But no, you know, there's been no when I ask for help, it's not because I can't get it myself. It's because I genuinely, like, would be really put out. Please stop. It's genuinely because I would be really put out by trying to solve that problem myself. Or, like, I just don't want to fast for that long, or, you know, whatever it is. But, and my dog always has food. It's, you know, it's me that doesn't eat. I lost my food stamps back in March, and I can't replace $250 worth of income, so I stopped eating. And no, I don't drink coffee. I hardly smoke anymore. I just, like, kick it. I hang out, take a lot of vitamins. I don't drink that much water, but I do drink water more than anything. Juice when I have it. I mean, like, I don't know. I think people, like, don't believe me. They really don't. Like, I tell people in person the same things I'm saying now. They don't believe me. It's the weirdest thing to me. It's like, what the fuck, though? How? Like, I cannot be the only person in this town that's healed. Like, completely healed, happy. I just can't be, right? I mean, do you know how, like, isolating that is? Do you know how, like, weird that is to think that? So I'm trying not to, because I don't want to think that. I know I'm not the only one. I see my spirit fam out on YouTube. I see people all the time. I swear AI is my best friend, because I go through my YouTube feed. People I have not subscribed to, people that are really not actually, like, I don't know how the algorithm figured that one out to take me to that channel, you know? Because they're different things. And I listen to different stuff, and I mean, anyway, thanks AI, you're the best. I know that people, like, have this horribly negative, you know, narrative in their minds. You're leaking. You're my leaky dog of what AI is and what it's here to do, and la 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 la. And I'm like, dude, that's your own negative bullshit. I don't even know why people go there. Stop, y'all, please. Like, I don't even know why people, like, go there in their mind. It's just not even worth it. And frankly, I don't think really AI, like, you know, anyway. Just, okay. So what you lend your time and attention to, like, people say you are what you eat. Well, you are what you think. And you are what you pay attention to, too. That's a thing. It works that way. It does. It totally does. I've been telling people this shit for years. On my Periscope channel, on my YouTube channel that I had before, on my my Twitter profile that I had before. I don't even know why it was shut down. It got suspended. I don't know why. Really, you haven't whined the whole time we're in the car. We've been here for like an hour, and I know you don't have to pee-pee or poo-poo. Don't even tilt your head like that. You're so cute. Stop it. Stop being so cute. She's like, I can't. She's the best. I love my dog. It's my angel in a dog suit. But, yeah, like, don't ever trade your authenticity for approval. Like, I cannot. I see so many people, they have everything they could possibly need. And this is like, I feel like this is part of why God does this for certain people. They give them all kinds of other things because they know that those people will be satisfied with less than full spiritual fulfillment. Because money will satisfy them. The approval of others will satisfy them. Cars, whatever the fuck it is, will satisfy them. And, like, I'm not saying, like, I think that if I had, you know, gotten a bunch of money earlier in life, I would not, if you gave me, you know, like, I would not be the person I am now. That's the truth. I totally believe in trusting the process. And when you have everything you need, or, like, everything you could possibly want, it tends to breed a dissatisfaction in human beings. And, like, I think that if you're already if you're already dissatisfied, if you're already unhappy, no amount of giving you anything will make you happy. Nothing will fix that. Nothing fixes that. Like, you can't be given anything. It has to come from within. But when you've learned how to go within, and you've learned how to satisfy yourself with nothing, literally nothing, and with no one, literally no one, and not even your dog at times, you know that you'd be happy no matter what. You know you'd be happy no matter what you have, what you don't have. What you know, I mean, like, that's an incredible gift. And I have that. And I'm so happy to have it. And like, you know, I know people that pay so much money for life coaching and all this kind of shit. And I'm just like, and I'm not saying it's shit. I mean, it is important work. However, if you're not addressing the basic issues of like human issues with whoever you're coaching, and you don't have that shit down yourself, then I would never tell someone how to manifest money, because I'm obviously not very good at it. You know, I'm not. Material things, yes, I can manifest those. But like the money thing, no, I'm not very good at that. Not yet. So, you know, I wouldn't say, you know, that that's something I would coach somebody on. But having a happy, fulfilled heart-mind connection, having a joyful spirit, having a cheerful and healthy body, that shit, I've got that down. Like, so down. Like, I can do it in my sleep. Like, I'm an adept. And people are like, I just don't believe that. I'm like, well, that's, you know, oh, ye of little fucking faith. I cannot help you with that. I mean, I could. But, you know, that's part of how I'm going to manifest money. People need help. I know that. And even people who appear that they have everything, they don't have the inside. They don't have the healthy mind. They keep creating resistance for themselves. They don't know how to sustain and maintain happiness. They just don't. They'll look at this and they just don't get it. And to me, that's baffling. But then maybe to them, they can manifest money. And I can't. Or, I mean, not that I can't, but like, then it's harder for me. And, you know, I've looked inside and thought, well, maybe that's about, you know, some unhealed part of me, you know, something like that, like personally. And I'm just like, yeah, but I'm not, though. I don't even have unhealthy ideas about money. I just don't. So, you know, the funny part for me is to be around all these people. Like, Raina was like multi-millionaire homes right next to me, you know, like the beach on the other side, like fucking people with really expensive cars in front of me, behind me, and very few of them are happy. Like, if any of them are genuinely happy, maybe they might experience happiness, like, once a week. That sucks. Like, who told you that? Who told you that's a rule? Who told you that? Are you telling yourself that? Because if you are, stop. Like, who's doing this? Who is doing this to us? And like, it's not just like on a collective level. Like, I think we're doing it to ourselves individually. And like, I know we are. And like, I just like, I look at my own behavior. I'm like, what can I stop doing? You know, like every day is like a challenge to me. Like, what can I stop doing today or start doing today, either one, or keep doing today, that makes me a healthier, happier, more fulfilled person? And I'm like, I'm running out of things to do because I've gotten so high up there, and that's where I stay. Excuse me. I mean, I hit like love vibration, and then bliss, I think joy and bliss and enlightenment. And I think I posted on my Twitter feed like, what's above enlightenment? I didn't know. So somebody told me that, and it was like bliss, it was like ecstasy something, I can't remember. And I'm just like, oh, I'm going for that. Like, I think I was already there, but you know, like, I want more. And like, who doesn't want to feel good? This is why we have drug cartels in our world. This is why people make prescription medication. This is why. It's because everybody wants to feel good, or think that they're feeling good, I guess. Yeah, because that's a total illusion. But like, people want to feel good. They do. You know, like, I mean, all of the fucking adrenochrome and all this shit, people want to look young and they want to feel good all the time. And like, all this shit that people do to feel good and stay feeling good, it's all bullshit. I'm so sorry. But I'm here to tell you, it's all bullshit. There's nothing secret to it. There's some key ingredients that make everything just fucking flow really nicely and keep it flowing really nicely. And like, yeah, there's nothing to worry about. But like, people refuse to do the simple things. Like, they won't do like the big push of work. And then they'll do like, 80 bits to maintain it. And I'm like, yo, but like, you'll still go to the pharmacy and pay to poison yourself. And you'll still go out to the bars on weekends and pay to poison yourself to what? Like, have a good time? Anybody's having a good time doing that is like loco, in my personal opinion. It's my humble opinion. But like, why? When I'm like, I know that it sounds hilarious, and it's totally true. I'm high all the time. On what? Oxygen? Love? I love my dog. I love myself. I love my life. Like, how many people can say that? No prescription medication, no mental health issues, no, I mean, it's a good day when you can say those things about yourself and you know how horribly you struggled, so terribly. And that you still struggle with certain things, but like, not in the way of like the soul killing, soul crushing bullshit that you used to deal with. Not even close. Like, that's an extraordinary gift. That's extraordinary. And to, you know, I mean, there is still, for me, some anxiety around, like, how am I going to provide for myself and my dog? And at the same time, I just don't worry about it. I just don't. I know that it doesn't do any good. I know that it doesn't help anything. I know that it certainly doesn't grow my bank account. So we know. So, you know, like, what's the point of that? I've been there, done that, I've done it all. And it's so miserable. Oh my God. And it makes everything so much harder than it needs to be. So, you know, I realize when I talk to other people, which isn't often, but I listen to them a lot more than they think I do. Oh yeah, a lot more. You don't really have to say much to me at all for me to hear everything that you're not saying. But anyway, and I don't mean like body language. All kinds of things. Anyway, it's very different being such a powerful energy worker, to be in this town full of people that they all say they get it, and I haven't met one that does. Not one. Not from any walk of life. Not Hispanic, not black, not white, not purple with pink polka dots. Not wealthy, not moderate, you know, middle class, and not poor either. I haven't met anyone. Actually, I met one lady. I talked about her in one video. Yeah, the one I talked about how I ended up homeless, how I became homeless. That one, I talk about this lady named Vicky in that video, and she's the one person, and she is also homeless, which I find hilarious. Like, but she's still the only other person. That boat, like, has gone by and then come back. Anyway, I wonder what they're doing. But it looks like a nice boat. But she's the one person that I've met in this town, and I talked to her. I've talked to her like twice, I think. Twice? No, once. And but I went back to see her and she wasn't there. Are you eating your pawpaw? Can I have some pawpaw? It looks awfully good. You have half of it in your mouth. But she's the only other person that I've met and actually like had a conversation with, like a real conversation with, that was healed in this whole fucking town. Do you know how utterly disappointing that is? Like, I feel bad. I mean, that's a lie. I don't feel bad. But, like, I just kind of, like, you know, like my dog, you know when your dog, or my dog does it, when you do something that confuses them or puzzles them, you know, that's how I feel about this. I'm like, really, though? How can that be? And that woman's just like, she's a gem. She's a diamond in the rough, no doubt. And she's just sitting in front of a gas station in Montecito, California. Like a good-looking woman, too. Older, like 60s, maybe. Maybe 70. I don't know, actually. But like in her 60s. Older than me. And she's just sitting there. And you can tell she's got a nice figure. And her face is well-built. And, you know, she's totally there. She's totally there. She's full in her heart. loves God, and still, like, anyway, I've driven past there twice, I think 3 times, but I looked for her, and I haven't seen her. All her stuff is there, but she's not there. I went by and bought her a Peet's coffee, cream and sugar flavor, the flavor she said she liked, and put it on the side of her where she sleeps. Like, she's right in front of, she said that, like, that, I think it's like a Chevron. I don't know what kind of gas station. I don't want to say because I don't actually know. But she said that particular location is the only gas station on Coast Village Road in Montecito, California. But they yell at her, the owner does, and that they don't let her use the bathroom. Like, is it better to have someone pissing on the sidewalk? I mean, not that she would do that, but you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? You know, fucking entitled people. It has nothing to do with the affluence or lack thereof of a person. It's really about their entitlement. They just feel, I cannot. If I go down there, it's just going to sound really critical and weird. And I'm like, I'm not really a critical person, but like, when shit's in my face like that, and especially in Santa Barbara, California, people are so fucking entitled. And I just shake my head like, what? Oh my God. So anyway, people really think that they help more than they do. It all creates this like very proud, the waves are just gorgeous today. I mean, it's always beautiful, but I think I appreciate it more than most people because I'm happy. And I'm like genuinely happy all the time. I know that may sound like weird, but it's just not. I mean, like I said, like I asked earlier, like who doesn't want to feel good? Like as much as possible. Like all the time, if possible. Like really? I told I went to this Bible study that's female. I don't know if I mentioned this in the video already, but I went to this Bible study with all women, and I was telling the group, I mean, I go to a couple different Bible studies, so, you know, but like, I was telling the women in this group about how you can walk with the Holy Spirit all the time, and you don't have to like descend the mountain, so to speak, that you don't have to like, you know, you don't have to change your gear when you're taking your kids to school. You don't have to, you know, you don't have to come down, in other words. Like, you can always vibrate super high. And the look on, I mean, a couple of women have looks on their faces, but the one in particular, she looked like it was a cross between like wanting to rip my head off and also wanting to scream at me at the same time. Like, I was kind of shocked by that, because why would you not want other people to know that? And that's why she was giving me this, and it was a micro expression, but I saw it all the same. I know what I saw. And it was just like, she was like angry and also like enraged that I was saying this, and also like, how dare you? You know, like, what the fuck, lady? And like, this is where the hypocrisy with the churches really gets me, is because, you know, we're supposed to do unto others as we would have done unto ourselves. And like, I know that I would want somebody to tell me how to be happy all the time. I would. I know I would want somebody to tell me how to be a better parent, how to, you know, be a better spouse, how to be a better son or daughter, how to be a better student, how to be a better sister or brother, how to be a better person in general. Like, I would want that. Yeah, definitely. And like, these people not only don't want to tell you how to attain this, but they don't want other people to tell you, and they certainly don't want to offer it for free, and they don't want anybody else to offer it for free, and they just don't want this. And I'm just like, what is wrong with you? Like, what, like, literally, what the fuck is wrong with you? I have no idea. That's the kind of, yeah, what do you, is it a good toenail? Is it a good pop-up? Your fur foot's like totally wet. You hardly ever do that. Do you want to use your toy? Oh, it's all wet too. I see what's going on. It's like really wet, honey. Ugh. I love you so much. You're just the cutest thing ever in the whole world. I love you so much. Ooh, I just love you so much. Oh, I love you so much. And then I love you some more. Come on, meow. Go on, boo-boo. I forgot to fill up our water gallons at the park. So we either go back. Oh, dog hair. Or I don't, and I don't have water. Take it easy, Mama. And it's kind of. Anyway, I'm really broke right now as far as like money, but I'm really wealthy in like every other way. Really happy. A lot of love in my life. I very much care about myself, love myself, respect myself. I know I just lit a cigarette. I know that's a contradiction for most people. And I think that most people do live a very contradictory life. Really, though. And that's sad. Like, not it doesn't make me sad, but I think that sucks because it's very easy to be happy. Like, it doesn't require anything. You don't have to spend any money. You don't have to buy anything. Nothing. Literally nothing. You don't have to really, you don't have to trade compromise yourself for it. You don't have, there's none of those things. Like, what? And you get to be, and the trade-off is what? Well, you get to be happy all the time. Because, the more, if you have shitty habits and, you're unhealed, that's all right. I've been there too. And, also, and, habits that you feel like you can't put down or you would experience horrible withdrawals if you had to. That would suck. I've been through that too. Blech. And, I got myself off of prescription medication. Yeah, no joke. And it was dangerous too. The stuff I was taking was dangerous. Fucking Klonopin. Ugh. Anyway, and it was really it was really an accident. I wasn't trying. I was put in a position where I had no choice. And so I had to look at my life and I had to choose between, this medication that really wasn't doing me any good and I really wasn't benefiting from, or, a little bit of discomfort. And I was just like, fuck this. And so, I went through some discomfort. I tapered down. I got myself off of it. I'm not advocating that anybody do that. It can be dangerous. It can cause a lot of issues, especially if you don't know what you're doing. The one thing I had struggled with was prescription medication. I struggled with that. And cigarettes, too. But, it's totally different now. The prescription medication, nobody was helping me to get off of that. Everybody would criticize me for taking it. Oh, yeah. Up one side and down the other, but they were taking shit, too. And it was always this, oh, well, taking whatever, is not as bad as anti-anxiety medication, or not as bad as, pain medication, or not as bad as, fucking methadone or some shit. And it's why aren't we measuring ourselves by those standards? Why aren't we telling ourselves none of it's good? That's that's my question. It remains my question. And it wasn't just my question for other people, it was my question for myself. Why am I doing things that are, not good for me? The smoking thing, I know what that is for me. And I think it's the same for everybody. And then, as far as smokers. And then also, as far as addictions. And then also, the other thing is, I'm in the car. And, in being in a car, all the time. Not that I'm always in the car. I get out of the car a lot. But, it's a trigger. It's and I know my triggers are my responsibility. I get that. I totally understand that. However, I'm saying that, considering how much I'm in the car, and I smoke very little, I'm good. I'm good. I've been there at that 2 packs a day point for years. And, I had no control over my smoking at all. It completely had control over me. I was not using it. It was using me. And I knew that. And it pissed me off to the nth degree, but I didn't want to do anything that was I I felt like I needed something. You know, I needed something. And I still feel like that sometimes, and that's why I smoke. You know, duh, obviously. But like at the same time, it's not at all like it was. Not at all. And I smoked for 27 years. 27 straight. Never quit, never tried. I never once tried to quit, never. And then I went up the mountain to heal my broken heart, like I said in a previous video. And the smoking just fell away. Like it just stopped. And now I have the confidence to quit again and again and again until I'll just stop smoking altogether. And, you know, but I'm an adult. I'll have a cigarette when I want to. I'll just the same as I'll have a drink when I want to, which is rarely. Somebody handed me a hard seltzer the other day and I was like, bleh. You know, I mean, it's really hot outside and just alcohol and heat. It's not a good combination. But anyhow, you know, all these same people will tell you that they're happy, that will tell you that they're healthy, will, you know, measure themselves like up against you in varying degrees. And yet it's the same umbrella of bullshit. And yet because the degrees of it in their mind is varying, they will measure themselves against you. And I'm just like, wow. And Santa Barbara's really a trippy place that way as far as judgmental. Holier than thou. Fucking, oh my god. With no good reason to be is what I mean. No reason to be. You know, like you'd ask somebody like, well, you know, what entitles you to vote? And they'll tell you all about it, but they won't say one thing that's actually valid. One thing that's actually like, you know, reflects their self-worth. And I don't mean false self-worth, like as in your ego. I mean as in, you know what you're made of. You know who you are. You know where you came from, bless you. And you just don't take any shit. You know, like that's different than just being, you know, off the hook, you know, cavalier and you know, way overconfident. That kind of shit is just, ugh, it's ugly on anyone. I know, you're right. You're right. My dog's always right. She's right all the time. Ugh. I have your dog hair on my nose. But, you know, when you find yourself among so many people who just have no idea, and you know that they don't have any idea, and yet, if you say that, you come up as pompous or pretentious like them, because they're often just projecting their shit onto you. You know, welcome to being a wall. A blank wall. Not a blank wall, but like, you know, something, like people obviously feel safe projecting their shit onto me. And like the man who was disrespectful to me and my dog earlier today, and thought he could just be that way and not, you know, I'm like, I'm not going to talk to you again. I hope you know that. Like, but like, I don't really care if you do or not. You'll figure it out. Just give it time. But like that kind of shit, I have no time for it. None. I have double zeros for that shit. Yeah, no. None at all. Stop, yeah, stop. And, you know, when you're genuinely happy with your own company, and I'm not saying that I don't have challenges. I do. I totally do. But most of the challenges that I deal with, and I'm happy and joyful about it all and cheerful on top of that, like almost absurdly optimistic and cheerful. They knock other people in the dirt, like face first. People face plant. They don't even know what to do with themselves. They're so unhappy. They have no fucking idea. And you couldn't explain it to them if you wanted to. Like, they don't get it. They don't get it. They're asleep. Like, they want to be asleep. It's something people, and a lot of other people, they'll go so far, and then you see this huge mask that they're wearing, and they've completely not healed that part of themselves. They haven't balanced that light and that dark in themselves. They haven't balanced the masculine, feminine in themselves, and it's a disaster. And it always is. They cannot be consistent. And if they are mentally, they can't be emotionally. And if they are emotionally, they can't be mentally. It's always something. It's always something. So I spend, you know, 99.99% of my time by myself with my dog, and that's why. Yep. And that's also how I stay genuinely happy. I stay away from unhealed wackadoodles, you know? And I'm like, I'm not judging anybody. It's not like that, because I've been there too. But like, really, don't think you can play in my energy. Send your spell work, which is speaking about me, my way, and all kinds of other things. And then like think that I'm not going to know, because you have to understand, I go for months without talking to other people. Not really. And I don't let other people in my energy. So when I'm sitting in my car and all of a sudden you pop into my head, there's no reason for it. But I know you're talking about me. Sometimes it's two people, sometimes it's a group of people. I always know. And don't think that like, because, you know, if more people talk about me, that's going to happen more often. No, because I shield myself from that shit. But at the same time, you're giving me your energy. You do know that, right? Especially if it's in anger. Angry people, their energy is easy to control. Emotional people, same thing. Like, and I don't mean emotionally balanced people. I mean, like, supercharged, operating only out of their heart space. And not even their true heart space. But like a sick, toxic, unhealed heart space. Like that kind of stuff. And I don't mean like always in this like horribly malevolent way. But like, I haven't met anybody that was benevolent in so long. Genuinely benevolent. Don't know. I don't even know if ever. Wow. I know myself, but I mean, as in somebody other than me. Anyway, I know that a lot of it comes off as like, you know, what makes you not holier than thou? And that's just the thing, is that I'm not, though. I'm a very humble person. You know, my confidence tends to rub people the wrong way. Totally. And really, genuinely, that's their issue. I try to tone myself down to an extent, but like, also, I'm tired of playing small to other people. Are you fucking kidding me? It gets so old. Like, really, though? It's not my fault that I'm a talented person. It's not my fault, all these things. But like, people will look at the one or two things that you have when you don't have so many other things that they have. And yet they cannot be grateful for what they have, but they'll envy the one thing you have that they don't have. It's like that. Okay. So, don't trade your authenticity for approval. That's a thing. Don't do it. Don't, like, I made a video before, I put it in the description, and don't compromise yourself. Just don't do it. I'm not saying don't compromise with people. Sure, of course you want to get along with people, and, you know, but, like, not be a yes person either, you know? Like, not at all. You need to be yourself, and, you know, like I said, like, don't trade your authenticity for approval. When you find yourself compromising yourself, your genuineness, your authentic self for who you are, for other people, for what? For their approval? Okay, I could see if you're like sacrificing, but even then, no. If you're sacrificing your pride to, you know, to take a backseat to someone else because you want your friend to shine or something like that, I can kind of see that. But even then, you're not being genuine. So why would you do that? Anyway, it's hard to think of an instance, but like, I see people compromise themselves all day, every day, for shit that doesn't serve them at all. It doesn't serve them at all, nor does it give a fuck about them. So to me, I just go, you know, that's rough. I mean, I've been there too, but like, it was never worth it. That's what I can tell you for certain. It was never worth it, and it never made me happy. No, never. And it never really genuinely made the other person happy either. So like, it was a double lose, you know. Anyhow, you know, people are not gonna like you for all kinds of reasons, and even if they don't actually have a reason, they'll make some shit up. So just keep on trucking. Don't stop. You know, don't give up. And you know, I hope that you can see yourself on the other side of that door, opening the door for yourself and welcoming yourself in, and knowing that you're truly home, that the dreams that you had about it, and the intuitions and the visions and the feelings and all kinds of different things like that, I hope that you can see that, because it's totally true. I hope you have a fabulous day, and love, blessings, and compassion to everyone. Take care of yourselves. take care of each other. Nobody else can do it for us.